Yeah, me. Oh no, you can't. No, you have to leave that.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. 2026.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh, 1 year. You're 30 this year.
You're never supposed to say that. It's like the number one rule.
Old and shameful. Why are you looking like that?
Not looking at you like anything.
We've enjoyed our holidays, haven't we?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly. We're back after hiatus. Busy month. Lots of shit went on. So we didn't step away. We just couldn't fucking get round to doing the pod. So here we are. We're back. It's the 3rd of February. January. We've missed a month. Third. Fuck. We're here. Either way. Help me.
I can't really. I can't do much in
Rusty.
this situation.
Rusty.
Yeah. I mean, I know I just said this was fine, but I did just fuck with it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty wild. I'm adamant that it does not feel like, it didn't feel like Christmas, it didn't feel like New Year, and it doesn't feel like we're in a new year now.
Yeah. It's kind of all melded into one.
The theory where, like, it was all a simulation that ended in 2020.
Yeah.
And that's why nothing feels real anymore.
Yeah.
That, or we've all just got, like, a collective, like, traumas of what was, like, it's so weird, isn't it?
Maybe it's because the majority of the people that you interact with are of the same age bracket. So we've all grown up around the same time doing the same things. So at some level we probably all think the same and experience the same shit.
But like I have it with customers.
Go on.
Just leave that air dead for a moment. Let's just leave that just one more minute. Cool, right. Yeah, with customers and stuff, that everyone feels it. Of all generations, I've had it from everybody. Like this, just general, like, I don't know, feeling of what the fuck.
Probably because it's just so fucking expensive and draining.
Yeah,
it's just so much money. But throw it into a gaming type. You see a lot of the stuff where companies are speculating that AAA games will end up being £100 a pop.
Christ.
£100 a pop, could you imagine?
That's depressing.
What are you supposed to do, though?
Yeah, but then it's the same with like gig tickets and stuff. You know, I remember an expensive gig being like, 35, 40. You know what I mean? Like, shit, don't know if I can swing that. Like, if it was a 35 or 40 quid ticket, you were at Wembley, the O2, whatever. Now, you can't even get into the back nosebleeds for that. It's mad.
Yeah.
And yeah, gaming, like when you think...
Is that what they call them, the nosebleeds?
You've never heard that? It's the saying.
Is that because they're so high?
Yeah, it's from the altitude.
That's cool. I like that. We're sitting in the nosebleeds.
Or what is it? Or the gods. They call it the gods as well.
Gods.
Because you're elbow to elbow with Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's, just generally really fucking depressing. But, because I know, speaking of, like, Dreamlight Valley, for example, the latest DLC, I so far I haven't seen a problem with it, but people were moaning saying, like, no, this should have been a mini DLC, or this, you know, it shouldn't have been the same price as the other two. But then really, they've also introduced mounts, which I feel like mechanically is quite intensive, that does kind of warrant, you know what I mean? Like, it is quite a big change to gameplay, because it's applicable outside of that DLC as well.
What was the cloud thing then that you could do?
What cloud
Where
thing?
you would travel around on like a surfboard thing?
That's like it's a glider or a sprint.
So is that not a fucking mount?
No, that's your sprint. That's what sprint looks like.
Yeah.
And so originally there was no faster movement, you just ran. Then they introduced it, and basically how it works is you've got like a bar.
Like a stamina bar.
Sort of. Yeah. And then that bar is full, but then if you overfill that bar again, it becomes gold. And that's what you use to sprint. Whereas with the mount, it doesn't use anything, it's just infinite. You can just leg it around. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. And that's what, kind of like what we were saying the other day about like Stranger Things and like that won't make any sense if I don't explain it. But basically,
Stranger
we were talking,
Things is over.
I know.
It's over.
But we were talking about Stranger Things and how we watched it and then sort of like quickly went on to socials and sort of to see how everyone else was thinking. And whilst that's like quite normal to do in this day and age, at the same time it's like, are you then forming your own opinion or is it getting diluted by what other people think? And I think that's true. Like with Dreamlight, I very easily could have gone, oh no, apparently it's shit, like I'm not going to bother because these people don't like it. But then actually what's happened there is 7 people over a week on Reddit have gone, I didn't really like that, and I'm then basing that when actually so far I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, but you kind of fall into that trap, don't you? Where you especially, and speaking, I think it does link very closely with money and the way things are lately, because we're all so frightened of letting go of that money. Like you're choosing to spend money on something and it's not refundable, only in limited circumstances.
I think it's one.
So you want to search and like review culture and. But
that's one of the worst things as well for the entertainment industry. Like with games, think of well, we've mentioned it a million times, but it fits perfectly into what we're talking about. Days Gone.
Oh man.
Reviewed terribly when it first come out. But it's not a bad game.
It's a brilliant game.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But you can guarantee that the majority of people would have seen those. We do it ourselves. Oh, you see fucking Hogwarts Legacy's come out. Apparently it's shit. I think I'll give it a miss. Because there's a monetary point to that. If the game was free,
we pre-ordered Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not. I'm
right,
just using it as an example.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sorry, it's my literal
we really liked
thinking.
It.
Yeah.
But you use that like if I'm talking about if a game comes out and let's say Mark's played Ghost of Yotai, okay, he's got the platinum for it. So if anyone's opinion is valid on whether that game's good or not, it's probably going to be Mark's because there's nothing more that he can do in that game.
Yeah.
So if he tells me that Ghost of Yotai is a great game, I'm going to believe him as a good source because we're close mates, and chances are I'm going to then play it off the basis of him saying it's decent. If he turned around to me and said, this is the shittest thing I've ever played, stay away, chances are, because it's got a price tag of about 60 to 70 quid, I'm going to go, I'll keep my money.
True, but then I think that's where you benefit from actually like knowing the person that you're asking, because you know yourself that you and Mark have very similar like interests, so it's gonna, if Mark likes something, you're more likely to like something. Whereas say like you and I, we cross over for sure. Like there's quite a lot that we do cross over, but we also do not cross over in other ways. So it's like pinch of salt, isn't it? Like in the same way that Mark, like there's things that you liked that Mark doesn't, and things like that. But you're able to sort of get that rough idea, and you kind of go, right, well actually, that's something that I can see myself playing.
Yeah. I think it's just
weird, isn't it?
You're I don't think people realise how heavily you are influenced by what others are saying, and that, like what we just said, with forming your own opinion. I can't remember the last time I actually had my own well, I suppose Outer Worlds 2, maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it. I really like it. I don't give a fuck what everyone else has said because I've played it, I've completed it. So I know for me it was a really good game, and I would recommend it to anyone that's interested in that type of game, like the Fallouts and stuff like that, to give Outer Worlds 2 a crack.
Yeah. But
a lot of people are like, nah, it's awful, blah, 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 it's soulless, and weird. Because I suppose
weird.
That's one of the more recent times when I was going to say I don't remember the last time I'd had my own opinion that wasn't influenced by other people, but I suppose that is because I was I keep burping. That was when that got announced. I was so dead set on getting that. Are you good? Are you good?
Yeah, it's the face
you keep burping.
You look so frightened.
I'm just attacking myself.
You look so frightened of that burp.
It's that coffee. It's whatever the fuck you put in this. That what is that? Vanilla?
Poison. Caramel, I think. Salt caramel, maybe.
Caramel poison.
Yeah, but it is odd, and like I think we've kind of like lost that. I think everyone kind of has, because we are all so connected.
Well, Palea.
Like I remember. Well, what I was going to say was like Rage. And that's something that I can't remember how it even came into my fucking possession. It was like just appeared one day. It was either from like a bundle or whatever. It was just there, and I played it. I was off the back of, I think, maybe Skyrim, and I was looking for something else, and it was similar, like same people and whatever. And it's something that I really enjoyed. Rinsed it with absolutely no idea of how it was originally ever received, or what people thought of it, or what thing like. And then when Rage 2 came out, and it was literally like, this is shit. Oh my god, it's absolute shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't touch it because I mean I was away from Xbox at that time anyway, and like it wasn't going to be something that I would get.
Yeah.
But there is a chance potentially that I could really enjoy that game.
I think.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't. It's so weird, isn't it?
I think where we've had a conversation about it before, on I don't know if it was you or if it was with Ash, where we spoke about demos.
Yeah.
And how there's almost a lack of demos now for games, where you used to get almost used to get the physical disc, or you could download a demo off the store, and even now on the PlayStation Store the demo section isn't there anymore. You have to physically search the game and then search if it has a demo to play it. Okay. Like with Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws, the exact reason why Ash is, I don't know if he's completed it or not yet, probably hasn't, but is why he started playing Star Wars Outlaws and really enjoyed it, because he obviously had an opinion where he didn't like the look of it, which was sort of shifted with a lot of the people that how Star Wars Outlaws was received. And then obviously I played the demo of it, which gives you like 2 hours worth of playtime. Wasn't a massive fan, but then said to Ash, play the demo of it. It's free. What? You ain't got anything to lose. And then he really liked it. So then bought the game, and now really likes the game. So it's like that. All of those opinions that you read about in terms of that specific game, where everyone was ripping it, and Ash was sort of with them on that, and then has come away from that and then played it himself and gone, actually, I really like it. So you think, how many games have we all, games, movies, music, whatever, come across where multiple people have gone, that's really bad. So you go, all right, I'm going to follow the fucking herd here and say that's really bad, even though I don't know. And then actually turns out you would have really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There has to be loads of games like that where
oh my God,
Metro Exodus is one where it's like critically acclaimed. People absolutely love it. I can't get on with it. I've tried multiple times to play it. I cannot, whether it's because I'm trying to play it in the wrong setting, as in like my mindset isn't in the mindset of being like a Russian fucking winter killing monsters.
Yeah.
Or if for me it just isn't, it's just a game that doesn't click.
Well, yeah, and I mean like it could, but I think as well, speaking of Days Gone, obviously you'd tried to play it
multiple times.
And it was like, and then boom, one particular time it just clicked, and then the next thing you're rinsing through it.
Yeah.
Or bloody Rivals. I literally, there's a show, which everyone, oh my God, it is class. A show called Rivals, and it's David Tennant, Aidan Turner, like it's got names in it.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Mum tried to watch it, and I just was just like, no, not at all. And all it was is kind of almost like the opposite effect. Was I saw a someone had made a, what the fuck are they? What are they called? Like a
reel?
Yeah.
A short?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of. There's a name for it.
What was it?
Yeah, like a clip of all of them. Like they'd put
a montage.
Montage.
A montage.
Came to my rescue.
It's lovely.
You're all right. Yes, I know. I made it. It's lovely. It's throwing me off now. Where was I?
It's so sour.
I know.
Oh, the Grinch.
Oh shit. Sorry, this is really boring to listen to.
Fucking hell, Grinch drink from McDonald's. Shit.
Oh no, I've put tropical juice in that though. Oh, Reese.
Made a montage of Rivals.
Thank you. And I thought, oh, okay. And you were asleep. We'd been watching something else, and you'd gone asleep. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll put that on. And we were absolutely hooked on it. You wake up 20 minutes in, you were into it. Like, we watched the whole thing, and that's something like, if
Why
you'd have
do I not
asked
remember
me,
it?
Rivals, you're taking the piss. David Tennant, and it's the
Amazing.
Rupert, and
That was really good.
yeah.
Really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, we were hooked like motherfuckers.
But if you'd have shown me, like, oh, have you seen that? And, like, show me a clip, like a photo of it, I'd have gone, oh, I tried to watch that, it was shit. Like, it's so weird, isn't it? How something will catch you at another time, and all of a sudden it's just, like, perfect.
Vikings?
Yeah, that's another one.
I'll get to the most pivotal point halfway through it and then go, yeah, no, I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
And then it's like some of the best fucking cinema ever after.
That's what you've done with 911 as well. You've decided after something similar has happened that you're not watching it anymore.
I have.
And I've tried to get you to watch it. The angels
up in the clouds. I just can't. It's just getting a bit silly. If you're in... I'm sorry. They're in fucking space. They fixed the space.
They're out now, aren't they?
Yes, they're out now, but it was just getting a bit fucking... Everyone take cover from the asteroids. Shut up.
But there's also a whole other I cannot believe... For context, everybody, we are on the 9th season, okay?
Oh, no.
We have watched 8... And it's one of those, like, American ones with, like, 20 episodes a season.
Yeah.
We have watched 8 seasons of this show, and now I can't get this man...
every episode's like, what, 45?
To watch it. Yeah. Are you joking? Like, this is probably going to be the last season. For fuck's sake. You know what I mean? We've got to finish it. You've got to finish what we started.
Let's finish Revenge, and then we'll
100%.
finish 911.
And we'll just do it like we did, where we put it on at dinner time.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll finish it.
Okay. Days we've spent. I dread to think if you added it up. It's probably like actual whole weeks of our lives would be spent watching this, and you won't finish the ending.
Well, let me do some real rough math, because Revenge is...
Which is another one that I remember it being on telly, and I was like, nah.
It's about 22 episodes a season.
Yeah.
We're in the 4th season.
Yeah.
So we've watched about 110 episodes.
How did you get that from 22?
Oh, sorry,
3?
I did 4 seasons. Sorry. Yeah, we've done 3.5 seasons so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've done about probably 80 episodes.
Yeah. I know. Mad, isn't it?
So I was like, yeah.
And now, and imagine now,
80 hours we've watched.
No, I'm not watching it. You can watch it if you want, but I'm not watching it.
Yeah, but this has you hooked. Ladies and gentlemen, what me and Steph are going through at the moment, and it isn't. It seems like that kind of perfect timing where everyone has a New Year's resolution, blah blah. I promise you now, it's none of that bollocks. But basically, me and Steph are trying to step away from social media because it's just what?
Nothing. I'm listening.
Because it's just getting too much, especially from my point. Just spending too many hours in the day staring at my phone, looking at utter bollocks, rather than all the things that are around me, including all the books that I want to fucking read. Fallout Shelter now. It's great. I love it. Gaming. There's conversations with people. There's so many more interactive things that I personally am missing out on because I'm just glued to my phone, looking at either a whole family get crushed by a fucking truck, or a baby falling over, and then there'll be a fucking dog doing backflips, and then there's an AI video, and then an AI video, then an AI video, another one, chimpanzee. There's all sorts of shit. It's just random attacks. So we've both stepped away from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that bollocks, and it's trying to understand that our brains just aren't used to not having that constant stream of dopamine. And it's almost like that's what was happening with 911, and then it's just something switches in your brain where you go, right, I'm not getting any more dopamine now. I can't be bothered to put in the extra hours to get to the point where it's juicy. Whereas I feel like with Revenge, it's just every fucking episode. Every episode, there's just something. There's some twist. There's some bollocks where you go, oh my God. I think that's why we're so hooked on it.
It's ramped up, hasn't it? It's ramped up because I think we know that it's, at the end of the day, it's a show from, I think it began in 2011, ended in 2014. So you know there's not going to be any more. So we know that we're getting to the end. Plus, at points...
We're like 10 episodes away from the end, man, and then it's done.
I know. And, like, obviously, because it's not current, we've not seen any spoilers. Literally, the only spoiler I see was about Declan. And even then, I didn't know fully. And that was so long ago now.
So long ago. Who's Declan?
And, yeah, like, it's nice. Like that. And I know that when this ends, I feel like if we crack out a 911, it's a good, like, we can then find something else after. Because you think Stranger Things has ended now. Not that we were watching that on the regular anyway, because we've been waiting 3 years for it to fucking come out.
We've got Fallout on a weekly basis.
Yeah, like we've got options, and then I think Rivals is coming back as well. So I've got fucking on the edge of a burp now. I can feel it in my bones.
I think that must be a
Sorry if you heard that.
Must be a thing with gaming as well, where you want that constant dopamine hit.
And I think that's what kind of started the conversation that we had was, you know, we're like, oh yeah, we've got some, like, so excited to have some time off and stuff. And then you were sat there with your book, your WoW book, and I was sat there with Palia, and we were both just scrolling on our phones. And it was like a little minute of like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, have you played much? Oh no, I've not had a lot of time. Or like, oh, did you finish that book? Oh no, it's been 6 months and I haven't finished this book. Oh, why is that? You know, or like you would take your book to work and then you wouldn't read it.
Yeah, just scrolled on my phone.
And I think ultimately it's because, like you say, like there is a more reliable amount of like dopamine waiting when you scroll.
It's an addiction.
Chances are, yeah, if you don't like a video, boom, it's gone.
It's an
Next
addiction.
one.
It would be like going to someone who smokes and going, right, give me those pack of cigarettes. Here's all the ingredients to make a cigarette. Now make one and then you can smoke it. I'm not going to do that. I might do it a couple of times, but then I'm going to go, this is bollocks. This ain't worth the aggro. I'm going to find something else. I think that's why a lot of people don't do roll-ups. They just smoke tailor-mades, fags. Because it's just easier, or vaping. So it's being on your phone involved with that. It makes it. I almost hate talking about it because it makes you sound high and mighty because you've only stopped doing that for like a week, not even that, of not using these apps. So to sit here and not lecture other people on it, but to say like, oh, I've given it up and I feel so great. It's like, well, you haven't. I feel like anyone can stop doing something for a week. Well,
and so like today, I haven't really been on there. I did when I woke up, and then like just on my phone and like just looking at stuff. But today, when we've had like stuff to do, I think the real test is like you said, when you go back to work, or like I'm here and you're not here. So I think that's where we struggle when either of us is home alone without the other, and you just like scratch about, put the radio on, get all lonely, like it is then there. But we'll see how we go. But no, it's a completely personal choice. It's not like a judgmental thing either, because ultimately, I think everyone can sort of like safely acknowledge that they are built to keep you on there, because that's how it makes money. And you know, you think like how in the last sort of, let's say, probably 5 years now. It used to be that apps were different, but now they're all the same. TikTok is the same as Instagram Reels, and that YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels.
Much like with any form
Twitter's
of
got Reels,
PlayStation, Xbox, they're all the same.
Same
thing.
They're because it's like, oh, they're doing really well. What are they doing well on? Oh, videos that auto scroll and 2 times speed. Well, let's do that then. Perfect. You know what I mean? So I think everyone knows that that's kind of like happening, but I think it's up to you when, you know, if and when or whatever, that you sort of say, look, actually, I'm going to sort of step this back a bit. Like for myself, it's more that I've got a drawer full of craft things that aren't finished, games that aren't finished that I've really, really want to play.
Well, even Mark was telling me because me and Mark have been playing Ark Raiders quite a bit, and having fun with that. Jay, you're fucking useless, by the way. I just want to get that out there. He won't listen to this. He won't hear it. Chances are Mark will tell him that I've said this, so I hope he does hear it. Absolutely useless. I'm not playing with him again.
It's all right, Jay. I've been in a trio with them two before as well. It's rough.
Just
it's
useless.
Rough.
Just not being a team player. I'm dead. All right, so it might be a bit wary for me to have such a high opinion of how bad Jay is because I was actually dead.
Sounds like a familiar story, doesn't it?
But watching Mark battle 3 people on his own and then scrolling over to Jay, who's just standing there, not even looking in the direction, and going, well, where is he? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? We have map markers. You're like, but me and Mark have been playing Arc Raiders. And even Mark said, he was like, one of my resolutions, he was like, is to finish games.
Yeah.
He was like, I've got all these games. He was like, it's nothing crazy. He was like, I'm just sick of playing a game, a story-driven game, not an online game because they're different, and not finishing it. Black Myth Wukong, still hasn't finished it. He really liked it, but he hasn't finished it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking terrible at it as well. The amount of games that I've got where I haven't finished it. The problem that I have is it's such a dying like the beast. I really liked it, but at the same time I really hated it. I think I was just burnt out and scared. Ultimately, there's a whole section of that game, the night mode, that I didn't touch, and Mark didn't touch it.
Get away, really?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The story doesn't take you there. There would only be a couple of like quests or bounties, like side stuff that you miss. But the actual game itself, you don't have to play in the nighttime. But it was so incredibly hard.
Yeah.
And Mark didn't touch it either because he was like, absolutely fuck that. So it's like there's a whole side of it that I just didn't experience, and then that was for me kind of a slog to get through. And then I didn't think the ending was all too amazing. And then to almost be forcing, because I was telling myself, I was like, you have to finish it. I was like, if you don't finish this, you're not going to. So I was like, you have to force yourself to finish it. And then your brain finds other things to take you away from it because it knows subconsciously. I started playing WoW again, and then there's fucking all sorts of other stuff. And it's like, no, I need to fuck off. I need to finish it. And I did. And then the disparity of when I then played something Outer Worlds 2 was the next game that I played after that, and I was fucking glued to it. Glued to it. Every area, I was doing every single mission. There wasn't anything I left untouched. So I was like, I was all in. I was absolutely loving it. I didn't feel like I was, towards the end of playing Dying Light, I was sat there for maybe like the last 10 hours of it, sitting there thinking there's other stuff that I'm missing out on. I need to get this done because there's other games that I want to play. Whereas when I was playing Outer Worlds, the entire time that thought wasn't entering my mind of there's other things I want to do. No, this is exactly where I want to be. So to have that as a resolution of finish the games that you buy before you go and buy another game, because I feel like it's part of the experience. Even if it is shit, I feel like it's still a good experience to play a game that you didn't enjoy.
Well, yeah, especially because like something drew you to it in the first place. And when you think like, if you've got so far, let's say, you're 70% complete, and then you're like really struggling, you think kind of like with 911, I agree with you, it is quite hammy and it is getting like a bit unbelievable. But yeah, when you think of, when you're looking, you go and get your drink, bitch. Bit of ASMR there.
Oh, that's good.
Crunch little cube of ice.
Good and sour.
Look, I'll put it in the middle so you can reach it.
No, that's right, because I've got mine over there.
No, it's
when
fine.
we're finished with this episode, I'll go and get mine.
You kind of just think, well, you've put so much time into it that, just get it done and then close that chapter. Because then I think, as well, as much as obviously there's people that would listen to this and be like, come on, it's a game. But there is an element of, like, I feel similar with Tomb Raider. So played when the first, like, obviously not the first one, but you know what I mean, like the first of the revive ones, finished it completely. Second one, did it, finished it completely. Third one, so excited for it, and got probably maybe 80% of the way. And I had gone, so in the previous games, I don't know that I like 100%ed it, but in this last one, I made sure I had got every relic from every area, every monolith, every single thing you could do in an area before moving on.
Yeah, the last time you was playing it, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
I remember.
And
you were like, I can't leave this place because I think
I
there was
have
like
to
one
do
thing
it.
that you needed to get from it.
Yeah, but obviously it gets harder and harder. And like now, the same thing would happen. So essentially, I came to it having not played it for actual years. And of course, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what the buttons are. You don't know what all the little things you've got to do. So you're shit at it. And then it's really hard, and then it's really boring. Not boring, but you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying. It's not enjoyable, let's say. So, yeah, going back, okay, let's try it again. But I'll have to do that now again, which is putting me off. But then and actually, like, seeing that they're going to do, obviously, I think they sold it off, but nevertheless, there will be another one. What was it, 27?
Yeah, 27, yeah.
And initially, upon hearing it, I was like, oh, better finish, what is it, Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
You know, I better finish that. No, it's Shadow.
It's Shadow
that I haven't finished. And it's stupid because I loved it. At no point did I get bored. I was loving it, but all it took was something that I meant, you know, it might have been uni or whatever, can't even remember what stopped me playing it. And before you know it, it's been years again. Like,
I think we suffer with the same thing. So, like, funny enough, I was just texting Connor earlier saying, do you fancy getting back into Enshrouded?
Oh, perfect.
And I said to him in the text, what did I say? Because it sums up perfectly what you've just said. I said, was thinking about jumping back on Enshrouded if you fancy. Might start a new character. Because...
Just get rid of...
Because I don't remember any of it. So, and I do the same thing with WoW. I leveled a shaman in Legion Remix. Absolutely love it. I've got about 3 of the cunts, but I don't remember how to play them. So I find it better for my brain to start over again. That way it's kind of new but isn't new.
Yeah.
And exciting. And the pressure of... There's nothing worse than dropping into a game, like when Shadow of the Erdtree come out.
Yeah.
Hadn't touched Elden Ring for ages. I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing, and it was one of the worst things, to the point where me and Ash actually said we need to get some practice time in before the DLC drops, because otherwise you're just not going to know. I didn't. I ended up just going into Shadow of the Erdtree blind, but picked it up pretty quick. But even that was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a lot harder than what I remember. So yeah, jumping back into a game when you're already so far in, because then the game's not designed for you to get 70% of the way through and then take a break. It's designed for you to go from 0% to 100%, and that's it. So unless you're in the first sort of like hour of a game where you're getting somewhat of an intro, it's not designed to help you along. It's designed for you to play the game. So trying to jump back into that is so overwhelming, but at the same time it isn't, because you think realistically it's going to take you, what, half an hour to look through your inventory, know what buttons are what, know what does what, know where you are, and then crack on.
Yeah.
But in your fucking head, it makes far more sense. No, let me wipe 20 hours worth of gameplay and start again to save myself the half an hour of having to learn it.
Or the alternative to that being, let me just think about it, wish I was doing it, but not do it for the next 3 years, and then have this conversation again. That's what I seem to be. I can't even remember if it was in this house or my old house when I was replaying a bit. I can't remember. I think it might have been.
It was the old house. It weren't this house. No, you haven't touched it in this house.
I think I have, because I remember plugging the Xbox in, actually. Maybe.
Maybe you have,
but if it is, it was bloody ages ago. Certainly not in the last 6 months. And it's mad.
But so many of us do that. Or like, if you get something, a game that you really wanted, get home, and then you're like, I'll play that later. So why are you edging yourself?
That's something I liked when we, and brief as it was, when we dabbled back into ESO, and they have that whole quest line. It's like called Welcome Back.
Yeah, WoW's now introduced that as well.
Yeah, the concept of, we know that you've been gone. Here's something fun for you to get stuck into. It's something that, you know, it's new and it's here, and it's, you know, you can get these bits. It didn't keep us ultimately, but nevertheless, I still appreciated it. Like, it was cool. And I have a lot of love for ESO. I could, but I think it's the only game I play on a computer. And I think that kills it, because also as well, I think we've definitely got, I would have thought we'd have figured it out by now, but since we've lived here and it's I don't want to be sat upstairs while you're sat down here.
Yeah. It's
weird, isn't it? Or like if I'm in the front room and you're in here, it's weird.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, I was like, after this is all done, you can sit and play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But then immediately I was like, but I want to sit here and play WoW. But I was like, I don't want to sit here while you're over there. But at the same time, I can't set this up. I'm sure we could jerry-rig something. Really, we could. That's the whole purpose of it. It's just we haven't got the means for it at the moment.
But then, I mean, that's kind of it's a very nice issue to have. Like, oh, I don't want to, I want to.
Yeah, I can see why people get joint desktops.
Yeah. Which we could, and potentially it may even
Leon's got one with his missus.
Lend to the pod. Like if we were to have a desk down here or something like that, then you guys could sit at. You know what I mean? Like it would work. But yeah, we'll have a think on that. The old, like when they have like a complete, like a his and her side of an office and things like that. You could
probably clear a bit of room behind me and then pull this forward and then have another desk in between that bit and this bit. So then you've got the gap where you can set up your own things there.
It just doesn't solve the issue of consoles.
No, not at all.
Just need to be a PC gamer, clearly.
The other solution is to just get some form of desk in there as well.
Yeah.
So you can just unplug and move.
If
I could unplug this and then bring it round to Charlotte's house and sit on the fucking kitchen counter playing it, I could figure out something to fucking move it over there. It's not a necessity. We'll figure it out. After this, we'll figure something out because I would like to do that.
They did not figure it out.
Yeah.
I've got too many things on our to-do list now. When you said paleo earlier, what were you saying? Paleo?
I was going to say, what got you into playing paleo off the back of talking about people being influenced by reviews and other people's thoughts and opinions? Because I'd never really heard of paleo before, but it looks very similar to... It's got exactly the same chemistry or genetic makeup of almost every single survival, minus the survival aspect. It's a building...
It's MMO.
MMO, yeah. But centred around gathering, crafting.
Yeah. And there is a like a storyline of, because you're the only human. Humans have been gone for like however many. Humans and magic has been outlawed. Like humans haven't been outlawed, but humans are gone, other than you, and magic has been outlawed by like the government. So, and I'm just at the start of the story. Like I found like a temple, and then
only came out 2024.
Yeah, and you're trying to find these batteries that power these doors and their ruins and stuff.
Fantasy life sim adventure.
There you go. It's a mouthful.
Is what it's called.
But truthfully, I couldn't tell you. So I got it on the Switch. It's free. And played it on the Switch a bit, but graphically on the Switch is absolutely abhorrent, unfortunately, which kind of made it feel a bit shit, because, I don't know, not shit, but just, I don't know, didn't really grab me as much. And then I don't know why I went back to it, but I kind of did. Got a little bit more into it, and then it was around the time that Dreamlight became, in my opinion, unplayable on the Switch, having been 99 to reducing slowly all the way down to like 2%. I found it playable. Yes, it was slower loading times, graphically not brilliant, but then it just got shocking, and it was bad. As they were bringing up the DLC that came out in November, I was like, this is going to get so much worse. There's no way. So obviously I got that on PlayStation. And I think, I just had a little look and I thought, I wonder if. And so
I remember the transition.
Onto the PlayStation, it was just like, oh my God.
I remember when you first played, when we got Dreamlight Valley on the PlayStation, and it just graphically
Oh, and
difference and
loading
how quick
times.
it was, and you were like, fuck.
God.
And then it allowed you to carry everything over as well, which is nice.
Yeah, because and that's the thing. So I think number one for me, the best thing was the smart transfer out of the chests, like, or into the chests, because it didn't used to be that bad, but it got so bad. I'm talking like you press the button and it moves like 15 seconds later. It was really, really bad, which is now instant. It's lovely. But my thought train. What did you say? My brain.
The transition from Switch to PlayStation, graphically, it looked really good. Played really well.
Yeah, I know, but what was I going to say? I can't remember. I said about the check.
About switching to about playing Palia. DLC came out for Dreamlight.
Yeah,
It was
but
getting
ultimately,
bad.
yeah, and that's what I'll remember what I was going to say in a minute. But that's what made me sort of like switch, and then I got so much more into it because, yeah, everything is so much quicker, and just nice. Like, it's so nice.
It's just fast.
Visually. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I knew it would come back. So what you said there about it switching over with Dreamlight, I was so confused because everything it says, it's like, oh no, this is like specific to console. It doesn't change over, but it has, which is what I really don't understand.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. It's almost like, like when Amazon during COVID, and it was like, this is going to take 3 days to get you, babe. Jokes. It's on its way. Like, we'll be there tomorrow.
I've got a very quick review for Palia from someone that's done 79 hours. He said, I first played Palia back when it first released, before it was on Steam, and had an absolute blast with it. It's addictive, it's fun, and there's always something to do. Sometimes I have to take it slow and focus on one thing at a time, else I'll get overwhelmed with choice. Here I am back again 2 years later. I started from scratch, and the intro has been streamlined so much better now. I think the only thing the game really lacks for beginners is there's not much of a tutorial around how to set up your house, add rooms, etc. No. It kind of just throws you in and lets you figure it out all out for yourself. That's not that it's exactly complicated, but still, it's a completely free game with absolutely no incentive to spend money. There's no gacha, no pay to win, nothing of the sort. You can purchase additional outfits and pets with coin bundles. These are by no means cheap, but there is plenty of choice, and again, no pressure to buy them whatsoever. It's currently my favourite game to sit back on the couch and relax with on my Steam Deck.
Nice.
It's got very positive reviews.
They very recently, December, introduced they've called it a lunar path. Mm-hmm. The first one is Path of the Kitsune or something like that, I think. And that did get some criticism with the whole, what was it called? Dark. It's called something like dark. Dark something. It's something. I feel like Ash would know this. What the term
for what?
The pay thing. So basically, the price of something. So like the bundles of coins.
Yeah.
It's like 1,700 or 3,200,
mm-hmm.
but the price of the thing is 1,900. So if you bought 1,700, it's not enough. So you then have to buy 3,200 in order to get something that's 19 or something like that. They got a bit there's a concept and it's called dark something, where that concept basically. But again, yeah, that person is right. Like it's still no obligation. Like in the same like Fortnite, you can play Fortnite for something that's completely free.
Yeah.
The only difference being I don't know that there's any way you could sort of like earn the sort of Paleo coins. I think it is purely you have to buy them because obviously Fortnite you can earn an element of V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Dreamlight you can earn Moonstones. So, and actually I never bothered with when they brought in the Dream Snaps, which is like a weekly contest where it's either an outfit or like a area that it will have a prompt and you design it and then you take a photo, upload it, and everyone votes on it. And I never bothered. But actually, it's a fucking cracking way to get Moonstones because even if all you do is the tags that they're looking for, you fulfill those tags, you'll get
something. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is actually way better. Like
What did we work out? You've got like 150
it's shocking.
something quid's worth of fucking
Yeah.
moonstones,
Yeah.
and you haven't bought them, or
No.
not all of them.
Some of them I've bought.
But
Yeah,
you got some with the
within
bundle.
bundles. Yeah.
But yeah, the majority of that, I could probably say that safely there's at least 100 quid's worth
Yeah.
of moonstones there that you haven't.
But that's where Gameloft I think have looked after us, because obviously the entire concept of Dreamlight Valley initially was that it was gonna become a free to play game, and you were buying like the chance to be a guinea pig, basically. It was sort of like part and parcel of you're going to help, you're going to get bugs, but that's the whole point, basically. And what they did sort of do around that time, they would just go, look, sorry guys, here's whatever. Like they would give quite a lot.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind that everything that you can buy with Moonstones is something that is like aesthetic. It's an outfit, it's a house style, it's a outfit for a character, whatever, it's a pet. They're quite good at just sort of going like apologising and making things right. I found quite impressive.
Yeah.
The latest being there was the house style that they advertised in the trailer for Wish Blossom, which is the latest DLC. When it got like delivered, it was different and like really out of proportion. And yeah, within days they'd like gone, look, well, sorry, here's, and like everyone who'd pre-ordered it got to keep them both. So even if it wasn't quite right, you still had it, but you could get the new one.
It's always nice when there's something when the player feedback is acknowledged.
Yeah.
We had that with on WoW. There's meta achievements that you can get for every expansion, and they're basically just really fucking hard achievements to get that take you all over the expansion, and very few people actually end up getting them. You usually get a mount at the end of it or a title or something, and it's just a long list of all these obscure things that you have to, all these other achievements you have to get, and then you'll get the meta achievement. And there was one for Dragonflight, and the reward for it was a mount, and it was basically a big old dog. Looks like a Tibetan Mastiff almost, big fucking dog thing. And in the game, when these aren't your mounts, they're huge. So then when the meta achievement came out and you could get the mount itself was huge. It was like 2-3 times the size of a normal mount.
Oh shit.
So you were still a normal sized person riding this fucking huge dog thing, and it looked sick. And everyone loved it, but then for some reason Blizzard scaled it down to the same size as every other mount, and everyone kicked off about it, even though there's such a small portion of people that had the mount. Everyone kicked off because they were like, why? Like, why have you done that? There's no need to do that. And they reverted it because everyone complained.
Yeah.
So it's like, here's your feedback. Listen, like it's minute detail. We want you to change it back. So they go, okay, let's fucking change it back. I don't know why they changed it in the first place. Maybe to fit more aesthetically for them, or fuck knows. But it's just nice when Blizzard's probably not a good company to use for that example of always listening to player feedback. But it's just nice when companies do listen to what their player base is saying, especially if it's from a game where they've had people pay to essentially be a beta tester.
Well, and that a lot of people were quite annoyed when they then doubled back on that, and they were like, actually, we're going to leave it as a paid game, because there was like, there's always, Moonstones have always been there. And it was, I remember, God, if you go back in the pod episodes, like, you were waiting for it to be, like, to become, you were waiting for that Diablo Immortal moment, and, you know, where all of a sudden this game that you've really been enjoying is now just going, pay me, come on, cough up.
Yeah.
And like, obviously that didn't happen. And I do think that it is good. I do think it's a good thing. That they've taken it in that direction, and like the way that they've, like, the bug reporting system is quite cool. Like, you just scan a QR code on the page, and And it will even like list, the first thing it lists is go, right, here's the ones that we know about. So like when I was the slider with the daytime thing, and like since the new update you can't go backwards, and they were like, yep, sorry, we know, here's how a temporary way of getting around that. Nice. You know what I mean? Like that's quite nice. And they're not perfect. Like there are things that have been ongoing that still haven't been sort of looked at.
I think you also get a lot of people as well with those types of like Path of Exile's another one, Star Citizen. There's so many games out there where they're in early access, but you have to pay to gain access to the early access, where people will play those games and almost forget that they're early access, and then could kick off about those games and go, this is shit because X, Y, and Z. You go, well, you're a tester.
Yeah.
So tell them.
And that's...
Like, do you've kind of got a job there. You've kind of paid to sign yourself up to be a tester.
Yeah.
So, yes, complain, but you need to action your complaints if that's what the current state of the game is in. If you've got a problem, you need to tell the developer. It's your job to tell those developers this is what your problem is. If you're just talking bollocks, then you're just talking bollocks. But if you have if you've come across something genuinely wrong and it's pissing you off, then report it. Yeah. Because that's what you're there for. It's an early access game.
But the result, I think, of that can be people almost feel like they're then owed something. Like when it then exited early access, it's like, well, what do I get?
Yeah.
You know, because there were initial bundles with the game. You had the base game, then you had like one up where you got a start amount of moonstones, you got an outfit, you got a pet, whatever. But then there was this third one that was probably maybe 60 or 70 quid. I can't remember. It's a long time ago now. But like the outfit in that one's never come around again. And yeah, there's people that really cling on to that you know, we should have been given that.
I think
but you're not really owed anything, ultimately.
What you usually see is, here's a game, here's early access, 20 quid, and you can have access to the entire game and when it fully releases. But be warned, you're playing an early access game up until that point. And then when the game fully releases, the game's 45 quid. But you've already paid your 20, so you have the game.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that's usually your reward for doing that, is you've had early access, you've had access to a game 2 years prior to its release, but then when it's fully released, you don't pay anything else.
It was going to be a free to play. It was all going to change. There was things that were in place that then didn't occur. But I mean, I'm of the mind of like, I don't really care.
But do you still pay the same as what you did beforehand?
What do you mean?
If I was to go and buy Dreamlight Valley now,
oh mate, I can't remember.
Would I be paying the same as what you've paid?
Potentially. They do a hell of a lot of sales. Yeah, I think you can pick it up. I don't even know because it says the killer. It doesn't show you once you own it. I couldn't tell you what it costs on.
Well, it'll be on Steam anyway, won't it?
Yeah, have a look.
It's currently 23 quid on Steam, but usually it's 33.50.
Yeah, so it probably was about 20 quid what I paid. Hang on. Let me see if I can find what I paid. 1 second.
Don't know why the PlayStation app does that. If you buy something and then you can just never see what you paid for it ever again.
Oh, well, Thingy does it as well. Nintendo. What did I buy? Oh my god, I bought 1,200 moonstones one time. No way. Don't remember doing that.
You fickle woman.
Oh, slag. What did I buy here?
Pay to win.
Gold edition. What did I get? Oh no, I didn't pay. I didn't pay for those moonstones. It was included on the moonstones.
Oh, right.
But that's how it worked out. I paid £40. But that was for the gold edition, so I think that was the second tier where you got stuff. So it was a long time ago, but it was... Although that doesn't look right, because that's saying February 24, which I played it before that. That says, August 2023. Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Well, we'll leave it.
Fuck knows, yeah, that's why it's really boring to listen to.
We'll leave it and we'll call it there.
Oh, okay.
Thanks
for my ramblings. I couldn't even summarise what we've spoken about this episode. Jesus.
The title for this episode looks a bit weird. It's because I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to title this. Yeah. Everything.
New Year. All right, comrade.
Everything.
That's little
That's a little revenge.
Nugget there. If anyone's a Conrad Grayson fan, let us know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you later, everyone. Hooroo.
Hooroo.